What up, everyone in the YTBC? Big shout out to the UGC and hashtag come back to boxing. And also a big shout out to the NBBC. Where are my manners? When you get a chance, take a look at the link in the description of the links of the description of this video. Check out all my brothers. I gotta kind of update that too, because there's some people I gotta add there. But I do thank all of y'all who do check out the links and check out those channels and subscribe to them. I really feel like those channels are really trying to do their best by the sport of boxing. And I do apologize if you hear a helicopter flying over my head. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. They ain't looking for me, I can tell you that much. But anyways, let me go and get into the topic of this video. So Terrence Crawford has gone public and said that he does not fuck with the franchise championship belt that the WBC has bestowed upon us as boxing fans. This really says a lot about Terrence Crawford, and it, to be honest, it really does not surprise me. Terrence Crawford, time and time again, has just shown that he's an old school boxer, and that WBC franchise championship belt, it's really bullshit. It's really a get out of jail free card. It's being able to be called a champion without any strings attached, with no competitiveness. But that's not the kind of guy that Terrence Bud Crawford is. He's a very competitive guy. He wants to fight the best. And just fuck all the bullshit. Like that's really the attitude that I've been having recently when it comes to the sport. Is just fuck all the bullshit. And that's exactly what Terrence Bud Crawford is saying with this, saying that he's not interested in any kind of franchise belt. He wants to be the real champion. If you got a belt that you don't change, that doesn't change hands when somebody beats you, then what good is that belt really? And I've been saying it ever since the first franchise champion was announced in Canelo Alvarez. Really, what the WBC has done when they created this franchise championship belt is really just say, well, our rankings just don't mean shit. That's really what the WBC, that's the message I got from the WBC. They basically said, our rankings don't mean shit. If you're the number 1, number 2, number 3, it really doesn't matter, because you could beat the franchise champion, and guess what? You don't get that belt. So I applaud Terrence Bud Crawford for saying, you know what? Keep that bullshit. And this is exactly why people like DT3, the Boon Man, is saying to boycott the WBC. Don't watch their fights. Don't buy tickets to their fights. And I've always been hesitant to take that stance, but it's kind of like what we got to do. And the only reason why I'm hesitant to take that stance is, I don't want to see the sport go away. But you know what? The sport has been tainted. Desperate measures, a desperate situation calls for desperate measures. And that's what we got to do. Because what good is it for the sport to be around if it's just going to be all bullshit with stupid ass franchise championship belts and all this other? It's nonsense. When you really think about it, like, what makes disputed now with these franchise belts? Are we going to take a look at somebody who got the WBC championship, not the franchise, but we'll just call it the regular. They got the WBA Super, the IBF, and the WBO. We're going to say they're not undisputed because they don't have the franchise belt? Okay. Let's say they go and they fight the franchise champion and they beat them, but the WBC decides the belt's not gonna switch hands because that's not how it works with the franchise belt. See what I'm saying? Like, what is undisputed anymore? And WBC ain't the only ones. I'm not even gonna act like they are, because WBA, they do the same shit. One of the arguments that I hear now is, why are we counting Gennady Golovkin's first 10 defenses when it was the WBA regular belt? Well, want to know why? Because that's the same WBA regular belt that the champions before him defended. The ones that hold the records, B-Hop and Hagler, that's the belt they held. There was no such thing as a super. That's why. But when these sanctioning bodies do this bullshit, I can't even blame the fans when it comes to that. I have to blame the sanctioning bodies, because it's like, how are they not supposed to be confused? Because if the super is recognized as the full title, then I can't blame them for saying, well, why do we count the first 10 defenses that Triple G had? But at the same time, it's like, but look, that's the same belt that the all-time greats had. See what I'm saying? But the WBC has taken it to a whole nother level, because at least with the super, that belt changes hands when somebody loses. This franchise belt is just 100% bullshit. I applaud Terrence Bud Crawford. He, in and outside of the ring, he proves more and more every day that he is cut from the old school cloth. To my subscribers, anybody watching my videos, or if you just so happen to stumble upon this video, I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.